The Arizona Humane Society is on pace for yet another record-breaking year, and what better way to help more homeless pets find their forever homes than, you guessed it, another adoption special. We're going to tell you all about that and so much more right here on Pets on Parade. Good morning and welcome to Pets on Parade, brought to you by 3TV. I'm Kelsey Dickerson with the Arizona Humane Society. Thank you so much for tuning in with us this Saturday. Now, last week's adoption special was absolutely incredible, and so many absolutely wonderful pets found their forever homes, including our long-timer from last weekend, adorable Murphy, who we absolutely fell in love with. So we're so grateful for our viewers for allowing us to be able to find him his perfect home. And we're hoping to do the same exact thing this week with adorable Lyra. We'll introduce you to this little cutie in just a bit. But before we meet that little cutie of the show, we have to show you this adorable picture of this dynamic duo. Oh my goodness. And he has really been showing off in the studio today, Lisa.
Well, this is adorable 10-week-old Ginger. She is just spunky as can be. And she came in, our friends at the Phoenix Police Department found a box of puppies and took them in this heat to an emergency animal clinic to be sure that they were A-okay. And luckily they got checked out there, and then our EAMTs make the rounds and pick up at the emergency animal clinics stray animals that are unclaimed. So Ginger here is now 10 weeks old. Once they got into the shelter, they did catch a little bit of a cold, so they went out to a foster home, and clearly her foster family taught her how to play fetch. We threw this toy on the ground, and she literally ran right after it and brought it right back to us. So if our foster family is watching, you did a great job with these little cuties. And if you want to help the shelter, right now, we can definitely use your help. We are way over capacity, and the only way out of this is adoption. So that's how all of you come in. All adoption fees are waived. That's for puppies, that's for kittens. So if you were thinking of adding to your family, big dog, big cat, little cat, come on down, or watch our website at azhumane.org. We put new animals on there as soon as a kennel opens up on the adoption floor. So please come adopt. Adoption fees are waived. And in the meantime, Ava here, who is part of the 3TV family, this is Yetta Gibson's daughter, Ava, and she is helping me out today wrangle this adorable little 10-week-old Ginger.
Oh my goodness, so cute. And yes, like you mentioned, I mean, we had 390 adoptions last weekend alone, and we still have almost 2,000 pets who are in our care. So it's never ending. Thank you so much for that. And welcome, Eva. And like we mentioned earlier, we are on pace for a record-breaking year. But first, who is this cutie, Janine?
This is Poppy. Don't you love that name? It is the cutest little 10-week-old brown tabby, long hair, which is beautiful. You don't see that as often. She came in with 6 of her little litter mates as little tiny strays. And they had to go into our bottle baby ICU. First they went to our kitten nursery because they were big enough to be in the kitten nursery, but then they found out that they weren't eating. And so then they transferred them to our bottle baby ICU, and that's where they were hand fed every few hours to get her to start eating. And then she went into a foster home with a little ocular discharge, so they kind of put her on some meds. But look at her, she's beautiful, perfect. She's a wonderful pet. You're gonna meet her sibling, Piper, later on in the show. And I was talking about the ICUs. These are specialized areas in our shelter that are medically supervised, and it's run by volunteers and also our staff because it is 24 hours a day. We've already had 1,400 pets, dogs and kittens, puppies, everything come through our shelter. This year alone, 1,400 already that have been fed around the clock every 2 to 3 hours. It takes a village to save these little vulnerable pets. So if you would, we know they're all cute and we love them, but really it's the unwanted litters that's really what's causing the problem. And we need to be vigilant about spay and neuter. So just visit azhumane.org/spay, because we have very discounted rates, and this is the way to help our community cats as well as our own pets.
Absolutely.
Right, Poppy?
As adorable as they are, and as much as we
His
love
tummy.
saving lives in our bottle baby ICU, spay and neuter is the only way. That's a great reminder. Thank you, Janine. And we're a week late, but couldn't help but share these adorable photos our supporters sent in for Father's Day. This is dedicated to the pet dads who swore they didn't want another animal and are now sharing their side of the bed. Thanks for being the best dog dads, cat dads, critter dads, and more. Also, if you missed it last week, there is also a rise in men who are adopting cats, which is a great trend. But regardless, it's never too late to become a father to a furry or scaly friend in need. Visit azhumane.org/adopt to find your new pal today. And oh my goodness, thank you guys for sending those in. So cute. And now we know that adopting isn't the only way to help homeless pets in need. Our 50/50 raffle is truly life-changing, and the jackpot is already huge. Hannah.
That is right. But first, we're going to meet Mr. Hershey here. Hershey is 10 months old. He's a pug, and he was brought in by our field team because he was found abandoned and left at a property, and the property manager contacted the Arizona Humane Society for us to get him. He was found with some superficial wounds, but he's doing a lot better. He's all cleaned up now. He is shy and nervous at first, but he does allow handling. But overall, he is healthy, he is really sweet, and he is looking for his forever home. But back to that 50/50 raffle, this is the last call because there's only a few days left to enter, and the jackpot is over $60,000. That means the winner is guaranteed at least $30,000. But whether you win or not, remember that this is a donation to the Arizona Humane Society's life-saving efforts. So please visit azhumane.org/5050 to enter and to donate.
Oh my goodness, absolutely life-changing. Could you imagine waking up and getting that call? Because I sure can, but I can't enter. So hopefully everyone out there does today. And we're always in need of foster heroes, but especially around the holidays, as so many people tend to go out of town. And we know it makes a huge difference for little ones like this, right, Stacy?
That is so true. This is little Ember. I think you met one of his siblings earlier in the show. He came in as one of 4 sick kittens, and he had some eye discharge. His left eye was crusted shut, and of course he turns away now. There you go. And as you can see, they started him on eye meds, and his eyes got all better. Then he went to foster for gruel feeding and weight gain, and he also learned how to use the litter box. So he's all ready to go for you. But if you will be in town this week, for the 4th of July, please consider fostering. We always have extra fosters around the holidays, a lot of times because people are going out of town. So right now we have almost 900 pets in a foster home, and we currently have another 100 waiting to foster. And fostering is a great way to help pets without committing to adoption. So you can see, what works for you, what doesn't, and who knows, you may find a forever friend. But for more information on how to foster, you could go to azhumane.org/foster and find more information and see who's looking for a foster home.
Oh, absolutely. Fostering is absolutely incredible. And you know what? It's the best way to fail. We all know that. Thank you for that, Stacy.
Yes.
And make sure to stay tuned right here to Pets on Parade. If you can believe it, this adorable 6-month-old pup is considered a long timer. We're going to tell you all about Lyra when we come back after the break. Welcome back to Pets on Parade. Now, usually when we're highlighting our long-timer pups, usually they're bigger dogs, they're older dogs, or breeds that are a little bit misunderstood. So it's a little different that we have a puppy here. And Lyra definitely is still a puppy, as he is 6 months old. And we'll show this to you a little bit later, but he has the most adorable ears. If you can see, one kind of folds back like this. So this is the perfect example of the sick, injured, and abused pets that we care for each and every day at the Arizona Humane Society, but what's so unique about this pup and his 8 litter mates that came to us over a month ago is they were actually transferred into our care from another shelter through our New Hope program. Like we mentioned, the Arizona Humane Society plays a really niche role in the valley where we care for pets that truly have nowhere else to go. A lot of times other shelters are unable to provide the medical care that we are able to in our Lays and Animal Foundation Trauma Hospital, as well as our specialized ICUs. So this little one was transferred to us when he had a little bit of a puppy cold. He was put into our ISO unit and then also was treated for a heart murmur as well as some other ailments. But as you can see, he is absolutely thriving. And this is a perfect example of why adopting, fostering, volunteering, and donating allows us to be able to save more than 28,000 sick, injured, and abused pets each and every year, as well as the importance of our community coming together so that way other shelters and rescues can work to continue to even helping more pets when we have space. Now, Lyra is absolutely adorable. If you guys don't know about the cattle dog breed, they are extremely intelligent. They are extremely energetic. So this little pup, while he's being a little more relaxed right now, does want a huge yard, and he would really benefit from some training as well. Our dog training programs are absolutely incredible for every type of pet. So whether you have puppies that you're working to socialize in a safe environment, you know that other pups are also vaccinated, and then that way they're not going to come down with any ailments. Or maybe you have a pup that knows it all and still wants to learn more. We also have agility training, and we even have fear-free training as well. Our dog trainer is absolutely incredible. And it's really not about teaching the pet. While they do learn, it's really about our pet owners communicating with our animals. As you know, they don't speak our language, so we have to learn how to speak theirs and help them understand exactly what we want from them. So this little cutie is very smart. Like I said, he found the hot dog stash. Come here. Let's see if he knows it. His foster said that he's learning to do paw. I don't think he's gonna sit right now. Well, he's gonna sit in my lap. So if you are looking for not just an energetic pup that is gonna be able to go on hikes with you as well as walks when it's cooler weather outside, but also to be a cuddle bug, maybe if you're watching Love Island, or maybe if you have a Netflix show that you're wanting to watch, then this is the pup for you. So Sweet Lyra is available at our Papago Park campus, and if you come down and meet him today, his adoption fee is waived. So you can visit azhumane.org/adopt to be able to learn more or see all of the absolutely amazing pups and cats and critters who are looking for their forever homes. Hopefully we'll have another adorable update next week. Make sure to stay tuned right here, and we're going to introduce you to more cuties like Lyra when we come back. Welcome back to Pets on Parade. Now we have another kitty who is saved thanks to our amazing fosters. As you can see, they're before pictured there, and it's truly incredible what a few short weeks can do. I am in love with this kitten, Stacy. Who is this?
Me too. This is little Smokey. And Smokey, you met two of Smokey's siblings earlier in the show. Kind of the same story. They were found in front of a building. There was some eye discharge, as you probably saw in that before picture, and they were started on eye meds. And then they went to foster for gruel feeding and weight gain. And then this little one ended up developing a fever. And so he was brought back. He had to be monitored. But as you can see, he's all better now. He's so playful, and you know, he's just ready to love you. But we also wanted to remind you, oh, hi, sweetie. We also wanted to remind you that there is still room in our Possum 4th of July summer camps this week. These are specialized camps for our youngest campers, as well as any neurodivergent teens. They're 3-day, half-day camps that are catered to kids just to make sure they have a good experience. They're exposed to different kinds of animals. They learn about how to care for animals. I think it's a great way to just teach them empathy and a good educational way to keep them occupied this summer. But there's still room in those camps, so be on the lookout for that. And you can go on azhumane.org/summer camp to sign up. But this is little Smokey, and he's ready to play and climb all over you.
Oh my goodness, so cute. Well, if that cat doesn't make it back to the shelter, then it's either with Stacy or me. So
yep, we don't know anything. We know nothing.
Thank you for that, Stacy. And if you're a fan of Star Wars, then you are absolutely going to love this next pet. But even if you're not, oh my goodness, Janine. Grogu is so cute.
This is a much bigger Grogu, yeah, like maybe 5 times bigger. 9-month-old little pitty mix, and he is a puppy in an adult body. He's got all the energy of a puppy. He loves treats and toys, which is great for training techniques. And he just needs a very active family. And we have awesome training classes at our shelter, which you get a discount when you adopt, and his adoption fee is free. So he's just a great guy. He's got beautiful, smooth fur. But he came in from one of our animal, that we talked about earlier about our emergency clinics that we go pick up strays that have been injured. Well, that's where he came from, an emergency clinic. He might have been hit by a car because he had a fractured skull. And also he had a little bit of kennel cough. So they got him all fixed up and healed, and he did spend some time in a foster home, and so he knows sit, stay, come. He knows a lot of different tricks already, but he just has a lot of energy. And but he just needs a family that's willing to put the work into it, because he's a great dog. We just love him. And I just think we have to talk about 4th of July. That's coming up, and that's actually the largest, the day that is the most pets that are running loose, because the fireworks, even more than New Year's Eve. And we have a few tips and tricks that you can do for your pets to keep them safe and calm. Do not take them to fireworks. That is not a good thing for any animal to see all that overstimulus. Put them in a safe room that has lots of distractions, their favorite toys, their bed, things with great smells, and radios, things like that. So we have lots of different tips that you can go on azhumane.org, and then we will teach you how to keep everybody safe, so you don't have a dog like this running over your fence.
Yes, it is incredible how athletic our pets can be when they are scared. Absolutely adorable. Thank you for that, Janine.
Yes.
And we have some sad news about our sweet long-timer Chewy. He was recently returned due to no fault of his own. This sweet boy has been on a couple field trips recently where volunteers said their favorite part was watching Love Island while having him cuddled up next to them, and that he was very sweet to both kids and people, as well as a great pup to take out and cuddle with. Chewy's looking for his forever home at our South Mountain campus, so you can visit him at azhumane.org/adopt to help him find his true forever home. And we love our critter friends at AHS, but it's important to know the care that they entail. And oh my goodness, she looks like a mini lion. Who is this, Hannah?
Yeah, this cutie, her name is Honey. She's 2 years old. She was brought in as an owner surrender with 2 other guinea pigs. Their owner just was having some allergy issues and was just not able to afford their care. So now the Arizona Humane Society has taken care of them, and they're ready to find their forever home. Their owner said that Honey is familiar with men, women, and children, and that she is loving and sweet, and she is good at being handled, which is true because I've been carrying her for the last 15 minutes. She ate the carrot out of my hand, and she's just absolutely sweet. Some fun facts about guinea pigs is that they cannot make their own vitamin C, so that needs to be supplemented through diet. They are not nocturnal, so unlike other critters, actually guinea pigs sleep through the night, which is great. And they also can see color. They can see reds, yellows, and blues, so they are not colorblind. So those are just some cool fun facts for you. And if you want to learn some more fun facts, you can visit azhumane.org/behavior.
Oh my goodness, so cute. Sweet like Honey, and who doesn't love those little chicken feet? So adorable. Thank you for that, Hannah. And whether you're watching the World Cup or not, I think we can all agree that Messi is definitely an MVP in our eyes. What do you think, Lisa?
Definitely. Messi is the superstar of today. So Messi came in because he was evicted. His family was evicted, unfortunately. So Messi and his teammates came in. There's a little fawn Messi teammate in his kennel. When you meet him, you will see he's friendly with dogs. He is an adorable, curly tail, long-legged pug. He is the cutest thing in the world. He's very energetic. He seemed to be pretty house trained when we take him out of his kennel. He wants to go outside of the kennel, which is always a good sign. But these guys are just one of the many victims that we get in at the Arizona Humane Society because of the housing crisis. So we now have this handsome guy in our care, but please know that you shouldn't be tethering your animals. Animals are not safe to be outside, and they cannot be tethered. You've seen a lot in recent media that they strengthened the laws in Arizona for tethering if your animal isn't under direct supervision. So if you're not right there, chaining or even tying your dog's leash to something is not safe. So they can get tangled up, they don't reach their water, they get out of the shade, all of the many reasons not to tether. If you want more information or to be part of our advocacy group on that, go to azhumane.org/breakthechain.
Absolutely. Unfortunately, we have seen some really horrible situations where the pets do not make it. So please, do not tether your pets. Thank you for that reminder, Lisa. And make sure to stay tuned right here to Pets on Parade. We have a few more cuties who can't wait to meet you when we come back. Welcome back to Pets on Parade. Now, like we've been mentioning, capacity numbers are way up, and that includes in our specialized ICUs. But before we talk about that, it's double trouble time. Who is this second pup, Hannah?
This cutie with the little chocolate spots here, he is Nori. He is a 10-week-old siblings with Ginger that you met earlier in the show. Nori's found, they were both found in a box with their litter mates by the police department, and then they were transferred to the Humane Society through our field team. The vet exam said that they were about 6 weeks old when they were found, and they went to the puppy nursery. They're both very social, very playful, and very sweet, and of course absolutely adorable. They are learning how to be house trained with their foster heroes, and they are doing really well, just ready for their forever home. Lisa is now going to talk to us about the importance of vaccinations.
Yeah, when you adopt from the Humane Society, our dogs come vaccinated. But that's only to the stage they're at. If you adopt an adult dog, they are probably vaccinated. But like these guys are puppies. Just like babies, they need a series of vaccines, which means more than one. So the Arizona Humane Society is committed to providing low-cost vaccines. This year, our parvo ward has seen 4 times as many cases as normal with parvo in our community. And that really can be deadly for a puppy. Adult dogs can get it if they're not vaccinated as well. So keep in mind, we offer low-cost vaccinations, and that's not just for animals that you adopt at the Humane Society. If you go on to azhumane.org/vaccine, you can make an appointment at one of there's usually 3 locations on there. We waive the office visit, so you're literally just paying for the vaccinations, usually about $27 per vaccination. So please help the community and help your own pet and keep the spread from happening out in the community by getting all pets, including those from the Humane Society, appropriately vaccinated from parvo, distemper, and all kinds of stuff.
Absolutely. It is so important, and we need all of our community to help reduce those preventable diseases. Thank you for that, ladies. And it's time for our last cutie of the show. Who is this sweet kitty, Janine?
Remember when I showed you Poppy earlier? This is Piper, the sibling. And you want a fun kitten, this one is your girl. She's 10 weeks old, but she's demonstrating, this is called a kicker toy. And this is what kittens all need to have. Anything that's usually elongated that they grip onto, especially if you have a singleton kitty, this is how they learn, you know, what's appropriate play. And they do the bunny kick with their back feet. But look at her little face. She's got the cutest little markings on her face, and her little feet look like they've been dipped in white paint. She's a doll. And she might be maybe a medium hair because she's got a little bit of fluff to her. But if you're looking for 2 kittens, I would maybe suggest siblings because they already have attached to each other. And but she'd be fine by herself as well. But this is going to be someone's forever friend. I just know it.
Right. And then we also want to remind you about the special going on today only, and that is $0 adoption fees for all pets, including puppies and kittens. And if you're thinking, oh, I kind of want a certain kind of cat or dog, the Arizona Humane Society has all types of pets. I know I had a female flame point Siamese, which is extremely rare, and I got her as a part of the free adoptions. So we have every kind of pet you could think of available. We have designed designer dogs. We have, you know, special cats. So you can find just about anything at the Humane Society. And it's also a way to free up kennel space so that we can help other pets. I know I've foster felled a lot with the Arizona Humane Society, so we have some amazing pets here. But come on down today and also look at azhumane.org/adopt to see what's available, and come on down.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for that, ladies. And as you could hear, our puppies were very excited about that adoption special. Please, if you're not able to adopt, there are so many different ways that you can help our homeless pets. You can foster, you can volunteer, or you can donate, of course. We'll see you right here next week for another adorable Pets on Parade.